Let's look at this tulip bulb again, which is part of the root system. And if you're going to draw roots, it's really important that you be able to see these roots the way they grow. And the only way that that can be done is by suspending them in water. So you will need a large glass container. And one of the things you can do is you can insert wooden picks into the base of the flower and then suspend it over the jar. There's another technique where you actually use an acetate collar to hold the bulb in place while you suspend the roots in water. You can start making an acetate collar by creating a template from which to cut your acetate. So you need a compass, obviously, and you need to have 2 concentric circles. You need a small one, which I've drawn on here, and you want to make sure that this concentric circle is going to be small enough once we make this into a cone so that the bulb will not slip through it. And the size of this concentric circle should probably be smaller than the diameter of the bulb that you're going to be using for your specimen. So if you have an amaryllis, you're going to need a larger circumference on this inner circle that's going to get cut out. So once we have the 2 concentric circles drawn, you need to create an opening, because we're going to cut this out so that it looks like a collar and it doesn't look like just a flat circle. And you'll make a cone out of it so that it will sit in the glass jar. The next thing you're going to do is lay a piece of acetate on top of your pattern, and with a ballpoint pen, you're going to draw that pattern onto the acetate. Now, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, but it should be fairly accurate. So now you have this pattern, and all you have to do is cut it out with a pair of scissors. Again, it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. So now we have a circle. We're going to cut into the center. And then cut out the inner circle. Now, this will probably work with adventitious roots also, but you may have to make a smaller circle or a larger circle depending on what that subject does. So now we're going to make it into a cone shape. You can make it very open, or you can close it in and make it narrower. But the whole idea is for this to now look like a open-ended, almost like a funnel. All right, so once we have our cone positioned where we want it, just tape it together with clear tape so that it doesn't interfere too much with what you're doing. And we are ready to take this and put it onto a jar so that we can place our bulb in there and have our roots hang down. You can see the cone, and I've taped the edges, and we're ready to go.